Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. And also, I would like you to look at the screen. There's a website address there that I would like you to visit, and you'll be glad you did that. Thank you very much. Nigerian Army to start cattle ranches across Nigeria. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Burutaya, said the Nigerian Army will start cattle ranches in divisions in the country. Coincides News understands that the federal government recently suspended the rural grazing areas meant to curb herdsmen and farmers' clashes. However, while speaking recently at the commissioning of Mogadishu Cantonment, New Mami Market, former Abacha Barracks, Abuja, Brutai said he sent officers of the army to Argentina to study cattle rearing. He was represented by the Chief of Army Logistics, Major General Patrick Akem, who noted that the move is in keeping up with modern cattle rearing practices. Argentina has a population of 41 million people, but it feeds about 400 million people around the world with its beef, he said. To take it to the next level, we want to adopt a system where the cattle are not just free ranging from coming from Sokoto to Port Harcourt, thereby making their meat tough to eat. The product will soon be coming from our own farms and ranches. According to the army boss, we want to tell our wives that they can live beyond the salaries of their husbands. So we are trying to empower the women in the barracks to be able to form cooperatives so as to access loans and to a large extent be able to defend or fend for themselves and their families, even without the salaries of their husbands. I think this is what the army is really putting their energy to do because of this Ruga thing. I think maybe they are in a kind of agreement with the federal government because of this rural thing. I think this is what has really taken over the country. This is not supposed to be a national career. We have a unemployed people. We have a youth that are unemployed. We have even most people are unemployed. They are not even talking on how to improve people. Even our educational system has really gone down the drain. You know, it does not have a standard or that quality it used to have in those days, whereby other countries used to come to Nigeria to come and study. And I could remember in those days, even Indians were even teachers in Nigeria then, and our standard of education was really on top and was really on point. Nobody's talking about that one. Even when you talk about meat and beef, it's not even healthy to the body. Meat is even meant, it's good for the children. But as people are growing older, you know, you start to see that you need to drop some of those things that are even detrimental to our health. And that is what they are projecting, let alone. Is that something that we can call a national career? I think, I mean, they have a lot of things to do, or maybe they just feel like, you know, enjoying themselves, or they just want to feel good. So they feel one of the ways in which they can really make their wives or whatever to make money, or to make them, you know, not depending on their husband's salary, is by doing cattle stuff. Okay, maybe it's the army that is going to sponsor the whole of thing. And the government is even talking about this Ruga of a thing. And the main reason why the government, you know, is involved or wants to project this program is to be able to curb the clashes between the herders and the farmers. And because they are talking about the two things that, you know, will be of benefit to the people, talking about the, you know, to curb insecurity, and most especially some people talking about on how it's going to benefit, or it's now going to create employment, and it's going to, you know, cause make us have a more revenue. So those are the main things that they are really talking about. And when you talk about this criminality or criminals, you know, perpetuating these evils, you know, killing people, what are the things they're supposed to do? Now, the police cannot even handle them. The army themselves cannot even handle them. Those are the things that they're supposed to do. And should have been the first thing. You know, freely you want to curb the insecurity going on in the country between the herders and the farmers. those are the people that are supposed to come in, look for a plan to be able to curb this problem, to be able to demolish all the people building structures in just to destroy other people. Army are supposed to do that. I think that is where they're supposed to even put their energy, not even talking of creating or implementing ranches all over the country, from their cattlemen to maybe their own barracks. That's just what they are talking about. So it's really surprising that they are going to be putting or devoting their energy on cattle rearing. It's really unfortunate. They are not even talking on how to even get sophisticated equipment to be able to combat these criminals that are parading themselves, just for us to be more nicer, that are trying to dent the image of this Fulani Esme that they are talking about, because Fulani have really come out to deny that every crime committed is as a result of a head as is Fulani Esme. They are the one committing all manner of atrocities. So if really you want to curb that thing, it has to be on how to equip your soldiers, your armies. So, and a lot of people really have a different opinion concerning what the colonel has, the lieutenant has said. Burutai, a lot of people are like, does it mean this man does not have anything tangible to do? They are killing your people, they are killing your boys all around, and yet you guys have not really provided solution to what is coming, going on. And the next thing is just for you to be able to implement ranches all over the country. That is their own agenda. That is their own priority for now. Someone said this could be best described like a man chasing rats while his house burns. We have serious security issues in this country, and Brutai thought it's wise to send army personnel to Argentina to learn how to rear cows. Mr. Brutai, in Argentina, are cows reared by our military men? Do they rear their cows right inside military installations? When has it become the business of the army to rear cows? Is cow business a government business that our military installations will be used to rear them? We keep losing our military officers and personnel to Boko Haram insurgents, and the best you can think of is to start cattle rearing. Who did this to us? We have steadily been reduced to cows in Nigeria. It's really laughable. I just can't really keep it. We have steadily, been reduced to cows in Nigeria. Shame to us all. Mr. Brusai, please send our officers to China and India to go learn how to rear pigs. Cause for every cow in our military base should be matched side by pigs. Nigeria is indeed a joke. What training are you giving your men? What kind of training, what kind of equipment are you giving to them to be able to, combat this criminal that are really denting the image of the government, that are denting the image of the Fulani Esme? What measures are you putting, to be able to equip your boys? Your boys are being killed day by day. They are even frustrated. Honestly, let's give a shout to our armies. Most of the time people like, oh, don't mind them. They are not to be pitied, because when they send them an errand, they just go and be killing people and all of that. That is what they have really, committed themselves into. For you to now wake up one day and say you want to go into army, you should know what you are going in for. And you can't say, and any attempt that you say you can't do anything, they give you another, you say you can't do it, and that means that day you have really already signed for your death. So before going into that kind of venture, because before going into that such career, you ought to have known what it means. So for them to even devoted themselves that they really want to join the army, it's something that it's not everybody that has that boldness that will go into it. And let's give it to them. They are really trying, because whatever you see them they do, when we think that they misbehave at times, because of the order being given to them, and they cannot reject it, because that was what they have signed for right from the beginning. So we pity all this army and even their wives, their children. They have children, I swear. And before they just kill them, to any category, to any level of army or the position you have attained in the army. They just kill them. This Boko Haram just kill them, and they just leave their wives in just like that. Even the government does not even really take good care of them. Even their children, they will just die like that. So it's really something that we really need to commend them. If we have a good system that will really take care of them, and the police, honestly, these guys will do better. See our police on the road, people just say all manner of things to them, talk to them anyhow, you look down on them and all of that. These guys are facing a lot of things. If it were to be in a saner community or country, those are the people that when you see them, you love to join them. But the way they are being treated, you see most of the police, once they die, you see their, even the barracks that they have their families after like 1 or 2 years, maybe at most, they will just drive them out and the women will just be suffering. I think maybe the army officer is talking from that angle, I mean Burusai, but it goes beyond that. It really goes beyond that. How equipped are your armies? How equipped are your boys to be able to combat these people? So you think by creating Ruga is what will combat the insecurity that we are talking about? And I've been saying it times without number, that the only thing, the first and foremost thing to be done is for the security agents to crush down these people that are hiding and using other people as a cover up, perpetuating this evil. No, they are not doing it. They are just doing, this is not really what we are supposed to be talking as a nation. And that's what somebody has really asked. You have not even sent your army out. You've not even told us you've sent them out. Even the equipment they went to go and purchase, they asked America to purchase for us. That was when the president went to America and to go and meet with Trump, and we know a lot of things that really came out of that. Up till now, nobody's even giving us updates on how they have even gone with those things, because they said it's going to be ready in 2020. So what's before then? What are the other measures that these guys are really talking about? And there was a time that the armies even came out and they were trying to process that they were not even giving, things needed for them to be able to carry out these operations, and at the end of the day, people still blame them. So guys, that's just my opinion concerning what the Burutai has said, that they are going to make sure that they create ranches all over the country. Maybe it's going to be in their own barracks, but I don't know the relationship with they have with the government. Maybe they want to use that strategy again, since the government cannot just come out boldly. Maybe they would now they have to start it, in all the army barracks we have in Nigeria. So everybody have to be on the lookout for what these guys are really up to. So guys, put down your comments below and let's have a let's have your take. Thank you very much. Bye.